Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 19 of Beyond the Horizons. Some very big stuff happened tonight. We got a few more matches made, but we are now 5 days away from Axis Payday, a big episode of Unknown Horizons. 5 briefcases on the line. One of those is, of course, the blue case, which the man right next to me tonight, starting off tonight's Beyond the Horizon show, he will be in that ladder match, taking on Brandon Alexander, Shane Sabin, and Chandler Finch. Please welcome Travis Turner. And Travis, of course, you're competing for the blue case. How are you feeling right now?
I'm a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. There's always the plan. Hopefully I get a championship up soon. But if I don't, it's okay. At least I'm having a match at Catch Point, you know?
Yeah, now, of course, with the championships and all that, all the briefcases on the line, all those prizes, I do have to ask you this. It's the same question I've asked all the other Payday competitors. Obviously, we don't know what is in those cases. We don't know what you're competing for. It's completely random on what case you're competing for. That case could contain a guaranteed match at Catch Point. That match could possibly contain a tag team title opportunity. That could contain a high speed or Titans title opportunity. Or it could even contain an Ace of Axis title opportunity. Out of any of those rewards, which one seems the most appealing to you?
Which one? I'm gonna be honest. The Titans or the high speed. Because I have a little bit to do with both titles. I have to rewrite the past with the Titans Championship. Obviously, I'm taking that loss at Ultimate Night. And then the current high speed champion, I beat the night before that at No Rest for the Wicked. And it happens to be that he took it off of my son, Jay Mamba, which I don't like. I mean, I would love to see that kid do great. He's already done great. He's the longest reigning champion in Axis, I believe.
Yep,
so
he is. Well,
I'm
I don't
very
believe
proud of
he is
him.
anymore. Of course, Huey Blunt's still holding that hybrid championship, but
Oh, of course. One of the longest,
that's
anyways.
No, of course, that's the hybrid division. We haven't seen that many defenses. I believe he's only defended it once, but J Mamba, he's shown that he's been one of the best champions in Axis. Rob Kim is definitely giving him a run for his money right there, but we'll be talking to Rob later on. Back to you, though. I mean, obviously,
the tag title would be second for me.
Well, with the High Speed and Titans Championship, I just wanted to head back to that quickly. Obviously, that case, you can't go for both. You can only cash in on one championship. Let's say you do win that case. Let's say you do win the High Speed or Titans title opportunity. Again, you're only able to cash in on one championship. If you lose that, it's done. You can't cash in on the other. Which one seems the best for you? Are you looking at both champions and kind of weighing your options on that, or do you have a title set in stone for if you win that?
I'm currently weighing my options because I don't know what I'll hold if I win. So I won't make a definitive decision unless I know that that's the case I got.
Well, that's fair enough. Well, obviously, it did also say tag team opportunities possibly, but it kind of seems like you're not really concerned about the Ace of Axis championship at the moment.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not. No disrespect to Rob. Rob's a really, really hard worker, but I don't want to be throwing myself right into the main event right away. I want to work myself up to that main event.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily say that the Ace of Axis title is the main event title. Like, you could pretty much say all the championships that we have here in Axis are main event caliber. a lot of champions have proved it with every champion who has held it. They've shown that those titles deserve to be shown in the main event.
Oh, most definitely.
Well,
But there's also like a handful of people already trying to gun for Rob. Why would I need to add another to that list?
that's very
There's
true.
there's I don't even know. I know there's a lot. There's Fidel. I know he's gunning for Rob. There's obviously the winner of the chamber, the
You stop Volts.
Gustav. Sorry, I'm like my mind races too fast. But there's so many people, but I like to somewhat go under the radar, if you know what I mean.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, Travis, thank you for your time. Before we send you off, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, just I'm looking forward to the match, and I'm looking forward to hopefully winning.
Well, best of luck to you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this man will be at Payday, but not to be competing in the Payday ladder match. Instead, he's putting a major opportunity on the line alongside his partner, Zach Sanchez, as they take on Blood Money Inc. for that last spot in that Catch Point Tag Team Championship ladder match. Please welcome the Toronto Wolverine CG. CG, it's been over a week now since the match has been made. Is there any sort of concern between you or Zach regarding this matchup at Payday against Blood Money Inc?
Is there any concern? No, not really. We know that we've earned the tag team spot, and Blood Money Inc. just comes in and try to bargain with us. Heck, even me to give that spot to them. And in the process, well, they kind of got our attention. Yes, we did kind of accept the challenge, and we're not backing down from that. So, any concern? No. We're always the ones that are ready, willing, and able to fight for an opportunity for some new gold that's in the company right now.
Well, I know I'm probably putting you on the hot seat right now. This is a very, very hard-hitting question right here. Let's assume you do lose at Payday and you no longer will be at Catch Point to fight for that championship. Obviously, Zach will most likely be defending that high-speed championship at Catch Point. What would be next for you, though? What will be next for the Toronto Wolverine?
What's next? It's a very interesting question. Because if we do lose, well, there goes the opportunity out the window. I guess the only thing I would probably say is rebuild myself upon one of the divisions, whether it could be the Ace of Axis or the High Speed Championship, even though Zach is my tag team partner. Yeah, I'd probably say I'd rebuild myself up from the ashes again.
Well, obviously, I did just ask about what's next. What would be next for CG? What would be next for Taijitsu if you guys lose at Payday?
Taijitsu. I'll admit, things. Well, if we do lose, things are going to be probably at a rocky type of surface because obviously Zach's going to be mostly focusing on high speed championship of his, and obviously I don't have anything to do of the sort. I guess the same thing of what I just said. Probably rebuild ourselves from the ground, face all the other tag teams, heck, maybe even the tag champions when they are crowned, and challenge for the titles and get it. Pretty simple, to be honest.
Hey, could possibly be Blood Money Inc. that wins those championships if they beat you at Payday. Anything could happen.
Yeah, that is true. That is. The thing is that it doesn't really matter because they know that they can keep us down. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation, even if they do win, because they also have to face 3 other tag teams as well in that ladder match if they do win.
That is very true. Well, obviously, I'm sure you and Zach have some sort of game plan. You don't have to reveal it, obviously. I know you're probably not going to want to share your little secrets, but I'm sure you and Zach have been talking about it all week long, and you're probably going to be talking about it even more this week. But I'm very certain you guys do have some sort of game plan going into Sunday.
Yeah, we do. We've always talked about it in the gym secretly from everybody else, and we've always got each other's backs, and I can promise you that me and Zach are always going to be the best of friends.
Oh, that's fair enough. Well, CG, before we send you off, there any final words?
Yeah. Blood and Money Inc., Eddie Reed, Savan, the 2 attacked us at freaking
Lights out.
was it Lights Out like 2 weeks ago. Attacked us like cowards. Then you come in last week, try to bargain me to go over to your side, and I told you to frick off. And you told Zach that he's using me. Oh boy. You need to get yourselves checked because at the end of the match, come Payday this Sunday, you're not going to be checking into a type of hotel, or you're not going to be checking into a hospital room. You're going to be checking into a morgue because once we're done, there ain't going to be no remnants, only blood on the money that you have spilt. Have a nice day, Travis.
We'll see you later, CG. Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next is a man who will also be at Axis Payday to compete for the green case in probably what may be his most difficult challenge yet. Cal Young, you got Psycho G on one end, you got Sean Parker in the other, and rounding that off is Jacob Wells. Is there any concern at all? And if there is there a certain person in that match that you are concerned about?
I think it should be obvious at this point who's I've got the most concern for, considering his his choice of words against me, and I've gone at length to discuss it last week. So you can already tell who I'm talking about, Mr. Sean Parker, the filthy one. Is that right, Travis?
Right.
Honestly, like I said last week, I just basically had to be succinct about this. Sure, this match is going to be difficult. I might not win it. I don't believe in lying to the fans and saying, "Oh, I've got this." And
Yeah,
turn
you
around-
like to keep
turn
things
around and-
realistic. And that's
There's
fair.
nobody-
That's fair. It's always good to have realistic expectations, but at the same time, I'm sure you're going to be trying your best to win that match.
Oh yeah, I want that briefcase just as much as anybody else in that match will. I don't care what's in it. It could be for the tag titles. I got a partner I can choose on this roster. I go for the high speed. I can go for the Titans. I can go for the Ace. I got a list of opponents I could very easily want to face at Catch Point. So no matter how this goes, I honestly have a plan just in case. I definitely want the Titans Championship, considering how close I got to actually getting the belt in my grip. But it won't be the end of the world if I don't get to it. At the end of the day, try to work our way up to the top of a card, any place works out. That's how I see it, but I'm sure probably Mr. Psycho G, Jacob Wells, and yes, Sean Parker will probably all disagree with me on that one.
Well,
That's
well, Kyle, of course. obviously you're preparing for any sort of scenario, but let's say on the off chance you end up losing at payday, what would be next for the Second City Soldier?
If I can't get the briefcase, what I might do, I'll just see if I can find somebody that wants to fight, we'll fight. It's not Sean Parker, then I'll sing the Matsuo Tanaka's open challenge. Maybe I'll see if I can find a way to accept that challenge. We'll see.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Mhm.
Well,
That's all I've got. So
those are your final words right there.
nothing else I need to say. So
That's
let's-
fair enough. Well,
first one.
well, Kyle, all I can say to you is best of luck. And
Travis.
you got 5 dates to prepare. Got a big matchup ahead of you, and hopefully we see you possibly leaving as the green case holder. But moving on, ladies and gentlemen, to the man who practically dominated in the main event tonight, and we could tell he is ready to defend that championship 2 weeks from tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome diehard Rob Kamen. Kamen, holy hell, you just dominated in that main event, and I can imagine that was a direct message straight to Gustav Volz.
It was. And I hate to have to done what I did to Chase Atkins, a guy who I have a lot of respect for. But you're right. I want to send a message to anyone who tries to take the title from me, especially a guy like Gustav Volz. Now, speaking to Chase directly, hope you're doing okay, my man. And for that match alone, which possibly was one of the greatest matches of the entirety of my career, you forever have my respect.
Well, Rob, I think what's on everybody's mind right now is 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks from tonight, you will be defending that championship in what some people have been saying is going to be your most difficult challenge yet. A man who has pulled off some amazing upsets and has even gone 5 straight wins in the New Horizon Gauntlet, an achievement not many people can be able to say they have done. I'm obviously talking about your challenger, Gustav Volz. How have you been preparing for this matchup with Gustav?
Same way I prepare for any opponent, just to expect the unexpected. I train for every single scenario possible or impossible. See, a warrior doesn't necessarily concern himself to who it is or when it is, but how he's going to get through it. Same thing could be said about Purge Night when I faced Angel Harris Sr. And to get off topic for a second, it's good to see you're doing a little better after that night, man.
I'd rather not be reminded of that night, but I completely understand your concern, and I appreciate it. But back to you though, with Catch Point a little over 2 weeks away. Is there anything that you are thinking about that you're probably going to be looking out for in your match against Gustav? Is there something that you're keeping your eye on for this match?
One thing I've seen for certain about Gustav Volz, you can never be too certain. And like I said, I'm training myself to expect the unexpected, especially from an athlete like him.
Well, there's also another person who actually just recently returned, and we are going to be talking to him a little bit later. But obviously, his trainer Ethan Gates is back, and I can confirm he will be in Gustav's corner at catch point. I'm sure he won't get involved in the matchup, but are you concerned at all about Ethan Gates being involved with this matchup now? Knowing that he's been training Gustav for his entire career here in Axis.
You just gave me something very interesting to really think about. I think it's only right, since he's going to have someone in his corner. Maybe I should have somebody in my corner. Someone I really, really trust.
Well, I'm out of questions now, so Rob, I know you're probably not the best with interviews. You're best when you're on your own. We got the live mic, so I'm going to give it to you to take it away. Obviously, not ending the show. We do got a couple more people, but I'm going to let you speak your piece.
Appreciate it. And once again, Chase Atkins, if you're out there, if you're listening backstage, again, thank you for an incredible match. Yeah, it looked like I was dominating, but you did bring me a fight. No one can tell you otherwise. And you forever have my respect. Now, as far as Mr. Gustav Boltz and his handler, trainer, etc., Mr. Ethan Gates, I'm not worried, Mr. Gates, that you're going to be in his corner. Because like I said, two can play at that game. Since you're going to be in his corner, it's only right, and to avoid any shenanigans, I ought to have somebody in my corner. I have a few names in mind, but let's just say you'll see who it is at catch point. And once I dispose of Mr. Voltz, as much as I respect the guy, I know that there's a lot more names throwing themselves in the hat for my title. Know this. Even if by some chance Gustav does take the title from me, I will work just as hard to get it back. That's the same thing my cousin-in-law Tristan Silva did, and he's now a 2-time Titans champion. So should this be the match I lose my title? No worries. I'll just get it right back the same way I got it. But should I dominate Mr. Gustav Boltz, the unpredictable man that he is, I'm taking on any and all comers after him. Title or no title, I will always and forever be the Bricktown Warrior, Die Hard Rob Kamen. Gustav, it has begun. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be hearing from Gustav Voltz, the challenger, a little later on. But right now, I wanted to bring on a man who has definitely got a lot to say after some of the recent events that have transpired. Of course, unfortunately, Primetime Samurais will not be at catch point, but Leon Young, you did want to request this time on the show, and he said he got a lot of words to say. He did see your partner JJ Calderon take a loss tonight to the number one contender Gustav Voltz. How are you feeling at the moment?
Honestly, as far as the match with Gustav goes, loss in a singles match will happen. AJ's gonna bounce back, but I gotta have, like I said, have a few words to say about the tag match at Payday. You know the one where Blood Money Inc. Essentially boasted their way into getting an opportunity they quite frankly don't freaking deserve. So honestly, Eddie, Sven, I know you're probably listening to this right now, but I got one thing I gotta say. You might as well have just kicked me, JJ, Kevin, and Mike. You might as well just line us all up and start whacking us with steel chairs as well. Because right now, you basically walk in on teams that have been here since the beginning. You think that you just deserves to get a shot at titles that But frankly, I don't think you guys care about it all. The only thing I'm going to say right now is this. I hope Taiji 2 kicks your ass, because otherwise, maybe me and JJ will find a way to come back after you guys. So honestly, there's one thing I hate. Some money-grubbing assholes think they're all that and deserve everything on the silver frickin' platter. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Leon, of course. Unfortunately, you guys did lose that last chance qualifier, but obviously you are very frustrated with Blood Money Inc. I mean, I can't really do anything. That's out of my control. I'm just a commentator here. But, I mean, when it comes down to it, I think the main thing that you guys have been trying to do has been getting a spot at Axis Catch Point, our biggest show of the year. With 2 weeks away, do you guys think there's still possibly a chance to get on that card?
Honestly, I think so. Just, I hope that somebody does the same way we do, and we can find our way to get ourselves something going. Can't get ourselves anything into the big matches, but hey, if I get a chance to compete in front of my home crowd, that's another thing I can easily do. It's another thing that make me smile.
Well, yeah, and I think the only thing I could really say to you right now is best of luck to you. And before we send you off, do you have any possible last words?
I think I already got them out in the last minute of me ranting.
I totally understand. Well, best of luck to you and JJ on whatever you guys have planned for the future. Good luck, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, this is a man that I've been wanting to talk to for quite a while, because now he is a two-time Titans champion, winning the title back at Axis Purge Night in the solitary confinement match. Please welcome the new Titans champion, the new two-time champion, the Kaiser Lion, Tristan Silva. Silva, holy hell, you actually became a two-time champion against all odds. How are you feeling?
Listen, it's like I said before. It's like I said, with every need comes with a good guillotine. I came in there with the right determination to sit there and take back what was mine. Because, see, here's the thing. I never even lost the title. I didn't even get pinned. I didn't even get pinned in the triple threat.
That is very true.
And now, I went into that chamber. It was 6 people that entered, including myself. And I came out as the winner. Now, granted, you got people in the back that's saying, well, you took somebody's glory away from the victory. Listen, if you're not doing anything and everything in your power to sit there and win, then I don't know what you're doing. You must be in the wrong game or something. I don't know. But hey, I'm not really sitting here gonna be slacking off or anything like that. I mean, I'm waiting for that next challenge that comes my way.
Well,
see, I'm in the gym.
Okay.
I'm in the gym. I'm in there in the gym every single day, 24/7. And I'm just working out. I'm observing, I'm watching, and everything. Nobody wants to step up.
well,
So, ain't nobody gonna be coming after
but hang
me or
on a
anything
sec.
like that.
Hang on a sec. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Are you serious? There's no way that they're are they actually going through with that? Okay. Do you want me to confirm it now? Do you want me to announce it now?
What?
Okay. All right. I'll tell him. I'll tell him. Well, I actually just got word from management concerning what you just said. You actually do got a challenger now, and your first defense is going to be at Axis Catch Point in 2 weeks. But do you really want to know who your opponent is going to be?
I mean, you sitting here, you was on the phone and stuff, and then you kind of was just, talking off your ear. So you might as well go ahead and tell me.
Well, I can confirm that at Axis Catch Point, he might want to be ready for quite possibly your biggest challenge yet. Because at Axis Catch Point, it'll be Tristan Silva defending the Titans Championship against the World Breaker.
Wait a minute. He's that big, tall, spooky guy that kind of has like glowing chains and stuff.
Yep.
And he kind of looked like he's played cosplay, just like my little brother, right?
I don't want to really agree with you on that in the case that he's listening, but that's what you said.
All right. It does seem. Well, looks like he gonna be coming after me. I guess he's my next challenge. Well, I'm finna go work out and all that. Hope he brings a fight.
Well, before we send you off, do you possibly have any words for the World Breaker himself?
Listen, I'm finna just go and I'm finna go work out. If World Breaker brings it, all I'm saying is bring your best. Bring your best to me. Bring your best in that ring. Because if you don't, I will see you packing with a knee. And with that, I'm finna go train and study up on some film.
Well, Silva, best of luck to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is now confirmed that Axis Catch Point, we will be seeing Tristan Silva defending that Titans Championship against quite possibly one of the biggest challenges yet in the World Breaker. That is going to be on day 2 of Axis Catch Point. But on day 1 of Axis Catch Point, we heard from the champion earlier, and now we hear from the challenger, or rather his translator, who we just saw returning to the ring here at Unknown Horizons tonight. Please welcome Ethan Gates representing Gustav Volts. And Ethan, first off, welcome back. It was great seeing you next to that ring again, accompanying Volts. But the one thing I'm really wondering right now, obviously, we are going to be seeing you in the corner of Gustav Volts. With all the stuff that Rob came and said, I'm sure you was listening closely to him. With all the stuff that he said tonight, was there any possible concern by you or Volts after the statements that came and made?
I mean, he says that since I'm gonna be at Gustav's corner, he's also gonna have someone else at his corner. That's true. As long as someone else.
I don't know who. I personally don't know who that's going to be. So.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm pretty sure that that's his plan. He just wants to keep this a surprise. Nevertheless,
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know if Gustav should really be too concerned about it, unless this individual will end up, sabotaging the match. But I doubt that.
Yeah, I mean, you've never really been the kind to interfere in the matches. You've been a very fair guy. So, I mean, hey, maybe Rob's just trying to make sure. Maybe he's just trying to make sure it's an even playing field, probably fair grounds. But has Gustav expressed any sort of concern going into Catch Point?
Well, like he said, like Rob said, that match could go in any way, in all honesty. But at the moment, I actually feel extremely confident in Gustav's ability, especially after what I saw tonight.
Yeah, he did something that he was able to defeat a former Ace of Axis champion in JJ Calderon.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'm at least feel confident that Gustav might be able to handle this. But I suppose we'll just have to see how things go from there at Catch Point.
Well, this is kind of less of a question about Gustav and more of a question of you. Is there anything from what you've seen in Rob's matches that you've kind of paid a bit closer attention to compared to anything else that Rob has done?
Well, I mean, he does actually live up to his name of Die Hard Rob Kamen. It takes a lot to put him down. So, yeah, I've been watching him. I know he has his own. I know he's gonna probably give Gustav a hell of a fight, but like I said, at the same time though, you can never actually know what Gustav's gonna bring to the table in a match.
Well, Gustav, or Ethan, is there, before we send you off, before we get to the big contract signing that I know a lot of people are waiting for, is there anything that you have to say to Rob personally, or just any last statements in general?
Well, all I'll say is this. Rob, we'll see who the best man will be at Catch Point.
Well, Ethan, thank you very much. Gustav, best of luck to you 2 weeks from tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, to end off the show, I will actually be handing it over to my good friend Kyle Lance, who is officiating tonight's big contract signing between Angel Perkins Harris and Chris Midas. We do have, and to make sure that there's not much interference as well, if things get out of hand or anything like that, we do have security on standby. But I'm going to be handing it over to Kyle Lance right now to officiate this official contract signing.
Thank you very much, Travis. I appreciate that introduction. And as you mentioned, we do have security on all sides of this building to make sure there are no shenanigans. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Lance here, along with Mr. Angel Perkins Harris and Mr. Chris Midas, for the official contract signing of their match at Catch Point. This will be, let me see if I'm reading this correctly, a War Chamber match. I'm going to try to be professional as I can. But I have the contract right in front of me, as you gentlemen can see. Do either of you have any words to each other before we sign this contract?
First off, I'll just sign it. I want to get this signed first before I say anything to APH.
Good deal.
All right, there you go.
All right, Mr. Harris.
I'm not signing anything until he says what he wants to say. I need
Fair
to hear
enough.
this.
Fair enough. Mr. Midas, you have the floor.
APH, first off, I hope you understand why I wanted this match to be made. And I hope you understand why I was willing to put my contract on the line. And then all of a sudden, you decide you want to put your contract on the line as well. So you don't really even have a reason. You just want to make it about yourself right there. For me, though, I had a reason. For me, I said before that if I couldn't beat you, that if I couldn't end this feud, if I couldn't end this grudge that we have held between each other for so long, if I cannot finally put an end to it, then I don't belong on this roster. I don't deserve to go after the title that I've been longing for. I don't deserve to be in Axis. But you had no other reason to put your contract on the line other than you want to make this about you, because you've always wanted things to be about you and the house. You had the house take me out. As much as you want to deny it, as much as you want to say it was on their own accord, I could tell it was a premeditated attack. I could tell you had this planned all the whole time because you wanted that Titans championship and you had it. But every single time you have lost, you've always had to blame it on every single person except yourself. So now what happens if you lose the War Chamber match? Well, are you going to take out another referee? Are you going to take out every single person you see? Are you going to be doing that? Because there's no reason for you to be putting your contract on the line. Well, I have all the reason to. You took away my opportunity at that Titans championship. I vacated my contendership because I wanted to put it all on the line against you because I had a reason to fight you. I wanted to put an end to all of this. And if I can't, then what else do I have to fight for? So APH, I would love to hear your reason behind you putting your contract on the line. I understand you wanted to put it in the War Chamber. If there's anything that can contain us and keep everybody out, the house, Travis, everybody, it's the War Chamber. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I already signed my part of the contract. I'm just waiting on you now, but I want to hear from you.
Mr. Harris, you have the floor.
All about me. You see, this is number one, you've already failed. You see, this is not all about me. On the contrary, Mr. Midas. Or should I call you Christopher now? I don't know. Your birth certificate has been so fucked up recently. First you call yourself Midas, and you call yourself Chris Midas. You called yourself some other bullshit when we first met, but I guess you denounced that because the owner was a complete piece of shit. I mean, I don't know what you want to call yourself recently. But let me give you an exact reasoning, an exact number one understanding as to why I did this. First and foremost, the money. Because of course it is. Who wouldn't want a great career versus career match? That draws money. It draws more paper in our pockets, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you understand that? But more importantly than that, I can't be in this company with you anymore. So that's why I put myself in the lion's den, so to speak. Because God forbid, in the greatest off chance of off chances, in the craziest scenario where lightning strikes a third time and you beat me again, guess what? In the original stipulation you proposed, that means your career is saved. You can roam freely here on Access Wrestling, and I have to sit around and listen to hours upon hours, months upon months, year upon years of commentary and friends and all that hullabaloo about how Midas is superior to APH. I can't handle that. It doesn't work in my psyche. This is the reason why I decided I wanted to put my own career on the line, because if I can't beat you, I'm not going to sit around here and listen to everybody rub it in my face, because I have better ventures to worry about, my friend. I have the COH World Heavyweight Championship in my trophy case. I have a company in World Pro Wrestling to grow into the biggest company known to damn mankind. I have a bunch of things that I would rather do than to sit here and listen to Travis Marks and this clown of all people concerning this contract signing, and Jay Jones, who's still a little bit of a bitch to be cleared from medical. I'm not trying to sit here and listen to them talk your freaking praises. If I lose to you, I have to hear that all day. Do you really think I want that? So yeah, this is not about me. But, truthfully speaking, I'd rather watch the Yankees lose to the Orioles multiple times than listen to everyone praise you. I think Mr. Rob will be rather angry here in that one. But I got a question for you, Midas. Why risk getting rid of that Titans championship opportunity? You had it. I still want to know, what made you call me out that week? 99 Problems was done. I did my deed. But you had a chance to walk away and you fucking didn't. I don't understand it. You can say all this about you wanted answers and this type and the third. You could have texted me, kid. You could have confronted me backstage while the boys was there so they can separate you. No. You decided to do it in the ring. We were gonna make a statement, me in the house, to anybody who stepped into that ring first. It could have been Mamba. It could have been Cayman. It could have been Tanaka. It could have been anybody. But you were the first one. You were the sacrificial lamb, as unfortunate as that may be. What bothers me is that you had everything in your fingertips. You screwed it by trying to play the hero, and you continuously blame me for your mistakes. And yet here you stand today, trying to tell me that you're doing this for everybody else who's tired of me. And more importantly, you're doing it for yourself. Because you know that the attack wasn't predetermined. No, it wasn't. As I mentioned, it would have been on anybody. Hell, as much as it pains me to say this, we wouldn't have been rather lenient if it wasn't a woman in there as well. I believe broken neck has no gender, does it? Then again, that's just me spilling.
See, APH, this is exactly the problem. First off, you're trying to put words in my mouth. I never said I'm fighting for everybody who's sick of you. No, I'm not doing that. As selfless as I can be, I'm not fighting for everybody else. I'm fighting for myself. But here's the problem. You're doing it again. You're doing exactly what I've called you out on. You blame everybody but yourself.
Excuse me?
Anytime you've
Where did you
taken a
see me
big
blame
loss,
anybody?
anytime you've taken a major loss, hell, you lose to Psycho G, you take it out on Kevin Ripley, and take it out on a security guard. You lose your previous match before that, and you take out Travis, and then at the unsanctioned match at Purge Night, you take out all the anger on Travis. You win your match, and
Which was very
you
therapeutic, by the way.
then you decide to just keep on attacking him and keep assaulting him along with your little goons. That's your issue, APH. The reason I vacated my title opportunity, as crazy as it may seem, and I know that there's some people upset by it, I understand that, but at the same time, why should I be a #1 contender for the title when I won't even be focused on that title after everything that has been done to me? If I wanted that championship, I would want... If I wanted to go after that championship, I would want to make sure that I'm 100%, whether I'm facing Tristan Silva, whether I'm facing Jeremy Barmore, hell, even if I was facing the goddamn World Breaker, I would want to be 100% focused, but with you around, that can't happen. Because I'm way too focused on everything that you have done to me, a man that I used to respect, until you turned your back on me and 99 Problems. That is my issue. That is why I vacated my title opportunity. That is why I'm putting my contract on the line. I'm not fighting for everybody else. As much as I would love to be saying that, I'd be lying. Because in reality, I'm not worried about everybody else right now. I'm only worried about you. I'm worried about wanting to end this. Why would I be fighting for everybody else when that's not the reason? The reason is because you have been a thorn in my side for the longest time. Ever since you and the house decided to put me in the hospital. Ever since you decided to break my neck. I just can't shake that feeling. I couldn't wake up without having those thoughts in my head. About having my opportunity taken away. About having it taken away by you of all people. There's a reason why I gave up my title shot. There was a reason why I wanted to fight you. There's a reason why I wanted this match at Catch Point. Again, it's not about everybody else. This is about me and you. That's what it all comes down to. Why would I fight for anybody else when all I'm concerned about is putting an end to all of this?
You done? You done, kid? Because I'll be real with you. Was this ever supposed to happen between us? No, it wasn't. As I mentioned, anybody could have been the first hit. You just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But am I glad that it's you that's going to take the final shot? Yes, I am. You see, I had respect for you, Midas. I like you, and I had respect for you, but that all went away once the excuses and all the turmoil came in. I won the Titans championship, but all everybody can talk about is Midas. I lost the Titans championship, all everyone could talk about is Midas. I face Psycho G, everyone could talk about is Midas. I face Travis Marks, and I annihilated him. But no. Everything anybody talks about is your return. Do you understand where that angers me? You say it's all about me, but on the contrary, my friend, everything that I have done in this company has been circled around one man, and that's you. You say I hog the spotlight? Au contraire. I can't do anything without your name being brought up. Anything of note that the house does, they bring back your injury. I even tried to have a match on my own, destroying Psycho G and Travis Marks. But what happens? Your name gets brought up every single time. I need you erased from existence. You have not become a thorn in my side. You have simply just become a cancer that I need to eradicate from my body. Because as much as I can do in this business, and I have done a whole lot in my short time in this professional wrestling industry, but no matter what I do in Access Wrestling, the one thing that crosses everyone's mind once Angel Perkins Harris comes up is the little boss's fucking little brother. How does Don feel about this, by the way? How does Don feel knowing that his little brother is about to get annihilated inside the war chamber?
He has nothing
Nah.
to do with
Let's
this.
bring him up. Let's bring him up. Let's bring up the brother, huh? Let's bring up Big Brother, shall we? Because I know Big Brother. Big Brother was one of the first to congratulate me after my title win on COH. Big Brother knows me a lot. And me and him talk. We're on good terms. But he can't seem to understand why I'm doing this to you. I'm going to tell him why. And I know he's listening. He listens to everything. He's the goddamn owner of the whole company, for Christ's sakes, ladies and gentlemen.
You leave Don out of this.
No. I have to bring him into this. Because he is more important than anything right now. He's the one who sanctioned this. What? Does Big Brother Don not think that Midas can get the job done? Is that what's going on here? Is that why you're all pent up and frustrated? Is that why he's trying to tell me to go easy on you? Is that because he doesn't think you can do it? Does he know, coming from first-hand experience, that I am the most dangerous competitor in this ring? Even when I have no motive, and when I have a motive to destroy and kill anything that stands in my way, I am the most dangerous man in the world. Does he know that when that dangerous man is locked inside of a cage, when an animal is unleashed upon the world, do you not understand that he is scared out of his goddamn mind because he doesn't know whether or not his brother will leave out of that ring dead or alive?
He's
Forget
not
having a
afraid at
career.
all. He has nothing to do with
He's
this.
not afraid.
APH.
He's not afraid.
He
He's not
has
afraid.
to do with this.
You know what, then?
Leave
You know
him
what,
out
then?
of
If
this.
he's not afraid, Midas, I'm gonna let you know something. And this is gonna kill you. This is gonna be really fun. I'm gonna make sure Big Brother Midas. Big Brother Don, excuse me. It's kind of hard to tell because you're both tall as hell. I'll make sure Big Brother Don has a nice front row seat. Whether it's in gorilla position or whether it's in that ring. Whether it's on ringside or at the commentary table, I can care less. And the minute I end your career, leave you in a bloody heap, the first thing I'm going to do is walk up to him, knowing damn well he can't fire me. Because I am the hottest commodity that I am in Access Wrestling. He cannot get rid of me. Once you're done, I'ma look him in the face, plop your head straight on his shoulders, and spit on it. Because as far as I'm concerned, the Frost family is nothing but a bunch of bitches who can never get the job done when it counts.
You shut
Don, no, Don,
up.
nah, look,
Gentlemen,
I'm gonna say this right now.
we
No,
need this.
you stay out of this. You stay out of this, Kyle. You stay out of this. I got history. WrestleCade. He was in that ladder match. Who won? Me. Oh, he had the television title. That's real nice. Oh, I heard he lost it a couple of weeks later. Oh, that's sad.
You shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, yeah. What about you? First big match against me after you fought my sister Psycho Jade. What did you do? You lost to me in 4 minutes. You got lucky twice. You got lucky once. Lightning struck twice. But do I really think you're going to win a third time when your career's on the line? Much like the rest of the Frost family, you will choke. And I am going to laugh at it. And I'm going to spit in both of your faces. And I'm going to laugh my way into a big fat contract and enjoy a company where the Frost family is irrelevant.
How about you shut the fuck up?
How about you make me, boy?
Shut your. I will. I will.
How about
do
you
that
make
at
me?
Catch point.
Swing on me right now. Swing on me right now. Swing on me right now. Come on.
You listen to me.
Come on.
You listen
Come
to
on.
me right now. I'm not gonna lay a hand on you until Catch point.
Homie scared.
No. I know when to hold back, and I'm gonna hold all of that aggression at Catch point. You listen to me right now. When that bell rings, when that cage door opens, and when that cell comes down on us, where in a match where the house ain't gonna be allowed to interfere, where Travis isn't gonna be allowed to interfere, where nobody is going to interfere, it's going to be you and me inside hell. And I'm going to make damn sure. I'm not going to try and win the match right away. No. After everything that you have said, I've told you to leave Don out of this. He has nothing to do with this. But you want to keep bringing my family up. You know what I have gone through. You don't even know the half of what Don and I have had to go through all of my life. Ever since I've grown up. You think I want to just stop right here? You think I want to leave Axis? After everything that has been said, at Catch Point, I was just looking to win. I was just looking to get some payback. But now, no. I'm not just looking to win at Catch Point. I am looking to fucking end your career. No, that's actually more than that. I am looking to end you. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I am going to make sure that I put you down for good. I'm going to put an end to this. Or I'll just die trying.
Well,
because you
are right about the dying part.
Hang on a sec. Because if you want to beat me, you're going to have to kill me.
How original.
No, I truly mean it. But now all I'm waiting for is for you to sign your fucking death warrant and sign that contract.
Ooh, little boy Midas has finally grown a set. Interesting. Very, very interesting. You see, Kyle, give me the pen.
Here you go.
Give me this. You know, before I sign this, I only have one more thing to ask you. Remember that little comment I said about you finally grew a set? How does it feel knowing that your wife noticed you don't got none? How does it feel? How does it feel knowing that at the end of all this, You're gonna have to look your brother in the eye, and your wife in the eye, and his wife, and tell them and the rest of your family that you are a failure.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
Mr. Midas,
you
no
see-
need for that.
Because you see,
Fuck off me, Kyle.
here's the thing that you don't understand. You call yourself a family man. Brother, do you see the initials on my arm? I do this for her. And you know what she tells me all the time? You know what my father tells me all the time? You want something in this world? You take it by force. And to hell with anybody else. You take what you can and you stomp on everybody on the way to success. And that's exactly what I'm going to do to you. And I'm going to enjoy every single minute of it. So here.
With all due respect, Mr. Harris, could you sign the contract, please?
No. Here it is. You want it signed? There it is. Just
Thank you.
please. Tell your wife I said hi in the unemployment line, shall you?
He's just
Oh, come
like
on.
He's
Come
just
on.
like I said. Kyle, shut the fuck up. He's just
Oh, yeah.
it is just like I said, APH. You didn't sign a contract. No. You signed your fucking death warrant. Because I'm going to make
I signed my death
sure
warrant.
I'm going to make sure that at catch point you don't even leave. I'm going to make sure that I leave your body, your corpse, in the middle of that ring. 2
That's nice.
weeks, APH. 2 fucking weeks.
That's nice. Kyle, would you mind if I have one more rebuttal? This one, I'm not going to do nothing crazy. It's just one more.
You have the floor, Mr. Harris.
Midas, hold this. You better enjoy that feeling while you can. Because in 2 weeks, that spit becomes blood. See you in that chamber. I'm out of here.
Wow. Mr. Midas, if I may. Wait. First and foremost, security. Is he gone? I think he is.
Just fucking let go of me.
No. Mr. Midas, I just want to tell you something. After what just transpired here, and this may sound biased of me, and pardon my French, I hope you kick his ass at Catch Point.
Kyle,
Sorry.
just give me the mic.
I'm sorry.
Just give me the mic.
So,
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here.
You take the mic from me,
Go.
please. Thank you.
Go. You know, APH loves to end off the show on his terms. I'm gonna end it on my own fucking terms right now. APH, there's a very, very thin line that you never cross, and APH, you fucking crossed it. And not only that, you walked 10,000 miles across it. You did something that I was warning you not to do. You bring up my girlfriend. You bring up my brother. Hell, you even go as far to bring up my own brother's wife. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to me good. I hope you are counting down the days. And I don't mean counting down the days to Catch Point. I mean counting down the days to your own funeral. Because at Catch Point, I'm not looking to win anymore. It ain't contract versus contract. It's not loser leaves access anymore. It is not that. at catch point, when we step in that war chamber in a match where the house is not allowed to be involved, where Travis is not allowed to be involved, where everybody at ringside is banned, it is you, me, in that cage, that cell, the war chamber around us. I hope every single day leading up to catch point, you are looking at that calendar and you are just counting every day down, because at catch point, there is going to be a murder. And that is going to be your corpse. Because if I can't beat you at catch point, then I don't have a reason to be in Axis anymore. So at catch point, I am going to end you, or I will die trying. Because like I said before, and I mean it in the most hard-hitting way possible, you will have to kill me if you want to get rid of me from Axis. So I hope you're counting those days down, because at catch point, it will end.